The most beautiful thing you can wear is self-esteem. So today, let's take a glance on lesson 3 of our book Gems Value Education, Self-Esteem. So today we are going to learn about what is self-esteem. Then we are going to talk about principles to improve your self-esteem. And then we are going to look at the areas blocking your self-esteem. Now, what is self-esteem? Self-esteem basically means self-respect or self-confidence. It is a basic human attitude which enables a person to accept him or her as he or she is, without any complaints and comparisons. In other words, it is the idea of creating respect in the eyes of oneself for oneself. Well, self-esteem is born of one's self-consciousness. So, to understand self-esteem better, let's take a look into the life story of Naganaresh Karutura, who was born in Tiparu, a small village in Andhra Pradesh. His father was a lorry driver and his mother Kumari a housewife. Though they were illiterate, they encouraged him to study. On 11th January, he met an accident and later on, both his legs were amputated. Yet, keeping up his spirits, he today works for the Google R&D department in Bangalore. He says, God has been planning things for him. That is why he feels he is lucky. Life without legs, he was enjoying all attention rather than pitting himself. He was happy that he got a lot of help and support. He never walked in self-pity. He believed in God. He believed that our life is in God's hands. He feels the power of Almighty plans everything for us. If not for the accident, he would not have got such educational opportunities. He further added that he was lucky for the good people in the world who were strangers but yet helped him. In the college, the department has arranged for ramps and lift, specially for him. They also gave him rupees 55,000 to buy a powered wheelchair. So friends, I hope that you must have understood that what role does self-esteem play in our lives. Just like the life of Naga Naresh Karutura, who reached the top despite his amputated legs due to his high self-esteem. So, self-esteem helps us empower our dreams and reach the top despite our weaknesses. It helps us improve our behavior and attitude, enhance our feelings and give right way to our talents. So friends, what should we do to improve our self-esteem just like Naganaresh did? So here I am presenting some principles to improve self-esteem. So the first principle is to be genuine and creative. To be genuine, one should not follow others and show our own creativity. We should set goals and take regular manageable steps towards the actualization of our goals. We should grab every opportunity that comes our way. And for this, we need to believe ourselves. The second step is to give a self-affirmation. That is to love yourself, empower yourself, bless yourself, forgive yourself, value yourself, and be proud of yourself. But don't be proud of your material possessions, but value your internal wealth. That is being proud of your values, sense of purpose, setting goals, and hard work. Now, the third step includes formulating positive mental imagery, which means always imagining the best possible outcome and thinking that you are doing better in every attempt you take. For this, We need to keep a positive thinking and never entertain thoughts like I may go wrong, I may forget, etc. etc. Because you need to accept that your thoughts are the major contributors to your emotions. Now, the fourth step is to be truly grateful. This means that one should be thankful to everyone who helped to bring affectionate love and care into his life. For this, we need to always thank the Almighty who gave us the blessings and made us the person we really are today, and all others who helped us become a good human being. The next important step includes practicing healthy self-care, which means to love yourself and give time to yourself. It means that we should accept ourselves in the way we are. It means that we should take care of our health, get sufficient sleep, exercise on a regular basis, and include some time for rest and relaxation. The next and the most important step is to practice meditation or listen to soothing music, which increases calmness in our mind, helps us boost our inner energy, and increasing our focusing power. Meditation enables you to direct your thinking towards the good. The best way to practice meditation is to focus on your breath, or to sit in a silent place and think about yourself and your good values. The last but not the least step is to meet your needs. Meeting your needs means getting appreciated for a work done. We all are human beings and have an attitude of receiving appreciation. Well, suppose if you created a PowerPoint presentation before this whole school, you thought you'll be appreciated, but nobody valued it. You have two choices to go. You can either be creative or destructive. You may ask your friends or maybe class teacher about your presentation and get suggestions. The second way may be that you go at the corner and sit and feel sad that nobody appreciated you because they don't like you and all that stuff. This will reduce your self-esteem due to negative thoughts. The best is to ask for suggestions which will direct you the right way towards talent. Now, we must have noticed that sometimes our self-esteem goes low. So now let's have a look at the areas that block your self-esteem. The first area is body structure. When one person thinks that I don't look good or how fat I am, just look at my eyes, they are so big. Just look at my nose. Look at my teeth, they are so dirty. And stuff. Well, when we think things like this, we reduce our self-esteem. One should accept the way he or she is, because you are perfect in the way you are. So remember, God makes no mistakes. The second area is negative mindsets about yourself. When we think I can't do anything, I'm dumb, I'm lazy, I am stupid, nobody likes me, or I'm not good at sports and studies, etc., etc., etc. When we think these things, our self-esteem goes low because of the negative impacts that we create on our mind. Due to this, our mind gets blocked. So next in the blockage list comes negative emotions such as frustration, sadness, shame, fear, grief, guilt, despair, enviousness, doubts, etc., etc. Well, we need to create a positive attitude rather than these negative emotions, because these negative emotions keep on eating our head inside us and we may reach the state of depression. So, friends, don't let negative and toxic people or emotions rent space in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. Next, we start blaming failures, such as they lost because of me, they deceived me, all things happen with me, or sometimes you start analyzing past events. What we need to do in such a case is to leave these all things behind and move on. So, what we learned? Things end, people change, and you know what? Life goes on. Have you noticed that sometimes we behave awkward? That is, we change our behavior time to time? Yes, the next in the list is behavioral patterns. Sometimes we talk sweet externally, but we are cheating through actions. Such a case may be of backbiting. Sometimes we are feeling very shy of somebody, or we might not feel like appearing in front of somebody. Sometimes we start living in revenge, hatred, jealousy, enviousness, etc. And sometimes we prefer backseat for maybe cheating. Well, why all these emotions come in us? This is because we are not stable. We need to be stable, and to be stable, we need to increase our confidence. So now I think that you must have learned that what is self-esteem and why is it important, and how can we overcome the areas that block our self-esteem. So now let's move on and start with the back exercises of this lesson. So now let's discuss on page number 14. Question number 1. Do you appreciate Naresh and why? This question carries your own opinion, but according to me, yes, I do appreciate Naresh because he kept his self-esteem high and never allowed himself to be a prey of self-pity. Question number 2 on page number 14. What do you learn from Naresh, the lucky young man? This, as same as question number 1, is to be your own opinion. But according to me, I learned from Naresh, the lucky young man, that one should believe in God, the supreme power. Everything happens for good, as if he would not have been handicapped, he would not have received such good educational opportunities. Question number 3 on page number 14. I never walked in self-pity. What attitude makes Naresh to say so? Answer for this question is positive thinking towards life and the thinking of something good behind every bad made Naresh say the above mentioned lines. This reflects the idea of self-confidence and respect for oneself. Question number 4 on the same page is, the world is full of good people, says Naresh. But do you think so? And why? This question carries your own opinion. Well, in my opinion, yes, I do think that the world is full of good people because mindset about a person or world changes his or her attitude towards you. If you think good about somebody, that person becomes good and vice versa. This is due to the travel of good or bad energy or vibes. Let's find out the answers on page number 18. Question 1. Define self-esteem. Answer for this question is, self-esteem is the basic human attitude which enables a person to accept him or herself the way they are. Thus, it means self-respect. Question number 2 on the same page is, what are the contemporary problems which today's students face against self-esteem? Answer for this question is, the contemporary problems faced by today's students against self-esteem are complaints about body structure, negative mindsets about oneself, negative emotions such as hatred, jealousy, etc., blaming yourself for failures, and behavioral patterns. Now, question number 3 on the same page is, write 5 things you will do to regularly develop your self-esteem. Answer for this question is, 5 things I'll do to regularly develop or increase my self-esteem would be, firstly, meditating. That increases self-confidence and also increases focusing power. Secondly, give time to myself and love myself. Thirdly, think positively to overcome all negative thoughts. Fourthly, be thankful to God as well as others who helped me become the person I am today. Fifthly, seek advice for every work. Now, let's complete the fill-ups given on page number 19. The first fill-up is, the important sign of a person's mental health is the self-esteem or self-respect. The second fill-up is, whenever an opportunity knocks at your door, accept it with grace. The third fill-up is, seeking to live your cherishing values will increase your self-esteem. The fourth fill-up is, accept that your thoughts are the major contributions to your emotions. The fifth fill-up is, regular practice of meditation will boost your inner energy and calmness. So now let's think and write true or false. Question number 1. A person with high self-esteem is able to set goals and work towards them with optimism. This statement is true. Question number 2. A person with high self-esteem is always concerned about what other people may think of him. This statement is false. Question number 3 is, a person with low self-esteem is unhappy when others succeed. This statement is true. Question number 4 is, a person with low self-esteem enjoys new experiences. This statement is false. Question number 5. A person with low self-esteem tends to be a pessimistic. This statement is true. So, the conclusion of today's topic is, be yourself, because an original is worth more than a copy. Thank you. Thank you.